Hey guys, welcome to the segment Word of the Day. This is Caesar with Inspire Movement. So today we're going to look at the word hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is the practice of engaging in behavior or activities that you actually are criticizing other people for. It's also the practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs that, again, your actions don't seem to conform to. What are some of the core traits of somebody that is a hypocrite? Well, for one, pretense, fabrication, dishonesty, lying, and lastly, self-righteousness, self-aggrandizement. What are some of the red flags that you're dealing with somebody who is a hypocrite? For one, gossiping. There's a lot of triangulation of information, a lot of garnering of information to cause damage. Actions don't match words. So they say one thing, but do something entirely different. There's also the issue of passing blame to others all the time. So no accountability. Living a double standard life. So having a set of standards that you hold other people to and an entirely different set of standards for yourself. Volunteering others to do things that you yourself would not do. So there's a whole host of different red flags that we can think of. Preaching morality, but having all sorts of excuses for yourself, that's another one. Again, there's a whole host of different things that can signal that somebody's dealing with hypocrisy. If you are dealing with hypocrisy, what can you do for yourself? Like, what can you do in order to overcome it? Well, for one, know what is truly good and know what is truly bad. That's the starting point. Profess to things that you are going to be able to do, actions that you'll actually be able to carry out, and practice things that are actually good. Seek the counsel of other people to identify what your blind spots are. Acknowledge that you have shortcomings. We all have them, so acknowledge that you yourself have shortcomings. That in itself will make you less judgmental of others. Again, these are very basic things that you can use in order to be better with this issue of being hypocritical. When I reflect on the word hypocrisy myself, I can tell you that at different stages of my life, I'm sure I've practiced some level of hypocrisy. I think we all have, probably, in the sense that we're very judgmental of others, we're very critical of other people. When it comes to ourselves, we hold ourselves to a little bit more lax criteria, right? We're not as harsh on ourselves as we are on others. And depending on where you are, right, in terms of, for me, my ego-heavy days, as I call it, I'm sure that I've been hypocritical in that sense, where I try to hold others to a higher standard than I hold myself. I think the best thing that we can do when it comes to that is, again, internalizing. We talked about previously trying to identify our blind spots. We have them. We do things every single day that we're not even aware about, that maybe a confidant or a mentor can help us identify. Those are the things that we should be channeling all of our energies on instead of focusing outwardly on what somebody else is doing. So I think that's one of the best things that we can do, is be less critical of ourselves by identifying that, one, we do have shortcomings, that we do have faults, working on those faults on a regular basis. That's something that we can definitely do to combat hypocrisy, and worry not about what other people are doing. Live and let live. I mean, I'm sure you've heard people say, like, every time that you point the finger at somebody, you got three fingers pointing back right at you. That definitely is very applicable to what we're talking about right now. Hopefully these brief comments and reflections or reviews to you. Again, try to sync up with us, whether it be on social media, or try to tap into our inspiremovement.com website, where a lot of these things that we talk about on a regular basis are being channeled either through our interviews or through some other form of content. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have a blessed week.